Hi guys, this is another note from the poet. I actually just finished doing my last one, and I was like, well, I think I should do another one describing like a little bit more about me and my poetry and how I came up with the name Rain, so people can get to know me more. Which, if anyone knows me, this is huge stuff. I don't just be saying stuff like that. So take this to heart, please. But okay, so basically I started writing poetry when I was in grade school. Like, normal people, they just play sport or like hold it all inside or something, become a drug addict, something like that. That's what normal people do. No, I was like, I'm cool. I'm gonna start writing. 3rd grade. That was my mentality, right? Because I used to be a nerd. I won't lie. I used to actually be a nerd. Yeah. So then, so I started getting into spoken word because I realized that none of my poetry really it didn't have a rhyme or a meter to it. It just made sense in my head, and no one could really get that. They're like, how's that? That's not real poetry. It has to rhyme, like A B A B, Shakespearean sonnet. That's the way it's gotta be. And then I realized, wow, there's people out there that think like I do. There's this whole thing called spoken word. So I Google it and look it up, and then I found Def Poetry Jam with Russell Simmons and Will Seth, and actually my sister. I gotta give credit where credit is due. Although I kind of did the poetry thing first, she's the one who always had faith in me from the jump. I don't Google this, okay? Nuyorican Poets Cafe in New York City. She drove me there twice. Mind you, we live about 6 hours away from this place. She drove me there, and I performed on an open mic night and stuff. And it's cool. And I was hooked, adrenaline hooked junkie to poetry. So that's where that came from. So my sisters, number one, thank you. That's for you, Naj. And then my parents, they were like, yeah, that's great. Now go to law school. I'm not in law school. I'm a theater major. I was thinking about doing poli-sci and doing the whole law thing, but because I do have that mentality, I think like a lawyer, but I have the soul of a poet. Okay, I'm just playing. Okay, so then I wrote notes, so I'm looking at my notes. That's why I'm looking away from the camera. Yeah, so I know what I'm going to talk about next. The next thing, okay, I want to talk about where the name Rain comes from. And originally it kind of came from my middle name, which is Lorraine. And then I was like, Rain, oh, that's a cute little nickname. Then I started thinking, I was like, wow, Rain is such a powerful word when you think about it. Because it's really subtle, but it's really strong. You can't run away from rain. Okay, you science majors, people over analytical people that are like, oh yes you can, because you can just drive in a car and then, you can find a line where the rain stops and you ran away from rain. No, okay, stop thinking so much. I just mean, in a spot where it's raining, you can't dodge between raindrops, okay? You can't. So that's what I mean by you can't run away from rain. It's real, it's there. And then, it just surrounds you, And you shouldn't want to run away from rain. Bask in, the sound of it. If you just hear it, dripping on the rooftop. That can be, so beautiful and rhythmic. And then just the movement of it. Rain moves in different ways. It doesn't fall straight down. It can go to the side. I don't know. I'm just mesmerized by rain. I think it is the most beautiful, natural phenomenon ever. And then the other thing, as I kept getting into poetry and in the back of my mind, I was always Rain, that'd be a cool stage name. And then I'm also a Christian, and so I was reading the Bible, and they always liken water to the Holy Spirit. And you don't have to be a Christian to understand this, but basically the Holy Spirit is cleansing and rebirth, and the Holy Spirit always has words of comfort and words of truth, and that's what I want to be. I want my words to comfort, but still tell the truth, and that's what rain is to me. And every time I write a poem, every word I do, it also cleanses me internally, so that's where that comes from. I didn't pick a random natural phenomenon and it's hey, rain, storm, fire, wood, metal, I don't know. Rain, hey, I'll just do that one. Tornado? No, I like rain. No. Like, I actually put thought behind it, and I'm sure as I get older and, like, continue in my poetry, like, I'll find more reasons why, like, that word rain, like, just meshes so well with my soul. So that's where that one came from. Anyone who cares. Sorry it was so long. I do talk a lot, which makes sense because I'm a poet and write a lot. So, sorry. Yeah, but thanks for listening. Note from the poet. My name is Ray. Alright, thanks for listening. Go watch a poem. Hey guys, no poem this time. This is just left the TV on. Okay. Oh, and the camera. Okay. Hey guys. Stop clicking it. Little channel versus thing.